Hello friends! If we are interested in bushcraft or any kind of wilderness skills, it's essential that we get to know our plants. All the plants that you see around me here have uses. They may be edibles, they may be toxic, they may be medicinal, or they might have utilitarian uses. Today we're going to learn about a plant that can help you to disappear into the woods. I think you're going to be amazed at how quick and easy and effective this is. You've seen ghillie suits. They are incredible as far as camouflage goes. Now this ghillie suit is extremely light and it's free. You can make it by yourself in the woods. Once you learn the process that I'm going to show you, you can make one in about 5 minutes. These are awesome if you are playing airsoft, if you're playing paintball, if you're playing capture the flag. They're great for wildlife observation. They're useful for hunting and just for emergency purposes. I'm going to show you this plant and we're going to learn how to use it to create a super camouflage ghillie suit in less than 5 minutes. Now, hopefully, if you live in the Midwest of North America, you're recognizing a fair amount of the plants that you're seeing here. But what we're after today is this. All kids know about cleavers. These are sticky. Look at it, it's grabbing that leaf. You can probably already see what we're going to do with this. They're tiny hairs that cover the leaves and the stems and give this an amazing property that we're going to make use of today. When you find it, it tends to grow in mats. Look at this. This is probably all you would need for your ghillie suit right there. When we harvest it, we're just going to reach down and it pulls up very easily and we're going to get these nice thick ropes to work with. Now you might also want to watch the short I did. I'll try to link to it up here. In that one, I used one strand at a time. You can do it that way or you can do it this way. It doesn't make a lot of difference. It just depends on how much material you have to work with. The trickiest part of this is making the hood. To do this, I'm just going to create a weave. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to sprinkle on some leaves, some debris from the environment you're working in. That's going to make sure that you match your background. Now I'm going to complete my weave by just laying down in the other direction. If you've got some hanging off the top like that, that's just fine. Sometimes I'll do that on purpose because it's going to allow me to essentially latch the front of the hood or the back, doesn't matter, onto the other side. I'm just going to lift this up and show you what we have. So you can see we have a mat here, a camouflage mat that is dense enough to hide what's behind it. You can see how my hands are kind of disappearing behind there, but it also is allowing us to breathe and to see through it. And this is very light. I'm just going to repeat this process on the other side. If you have some holes like this, you can really quickly spread these out to create a fuller mat. Okay, I'm going to put the hood on so you can see how this works. Here's the front of my hood. Remember, I've left some long strands coming out the top. Just put it right on your face. The back, I'm going to put over the top. And I have a really nice hood. This is really adjustable. I can open up my eyes if I want to. I can leave spaces for my ears so I can hear. I can close those up. It's fully adjustable because of the way this stuff sticks. It's really easy to breathe through this. You don't really have the same problems that you can have if you're using cloth or other things that restrict your breathing. A hood is one thing. It's going to make your face disappear. But you can use this on your body as well. And the principle of this is so simple. It's just, it drapes to my clothing. We know this if we were kids and we played in the woods and it's going to grab onto debris, especially if I tuck that debris underneath. I'm going to show you one more tip here before we put on the full suit, and that's that this stuff can wrap around and will hold to itself. Just extrapolate from here and you'll understand what's going on when I'm in my full outfit. You can see what I've got going on here, and I wore bare skin today because that's the toughest thing to deal with. If you can just stick this onto your clothing, you're great. But here, I just have to do more of the wrapping and then using the clothing as a bridge in order to reach out and hold that up onto my arm so it doesn't all just slide down. Not bad camouflage for 5 minutes work. Let's see how it works when we are not just standing out in the open like this. Depending on the time of the year, you're going to get these little guys all over you. They are not as scary as you'd think. They come off really easily, even out of your hair. So it's not like a lot of other burrs that are going to, if you have long hippie hair like me, you're going to have to shave your head. Or throw away your clothing. If you're going to use this ghillie suit, remember some of the basic principles of camouflage. Again, this color skin just glows in the dark. So even just the mud is going to start to break up the coloration of your face. That clear color is what the eye will pick out in the forest. And so we have to break that up. One tip here is that the cleavers, as you manipulate them, squash them around, they're going to release a juice. This juice is not harmful to you at all, but it does lubricate the little spines that hold the cleavers together. What that means is that when you first make your hood and you put it on, it's going to hold quite well. Remember, if it doesn't, you can take a single strand here or there, or some little rope strands, even around your neck, and bridge any areas that aren't holding together. But if you're taking it on and off a few times, messing around with it a lot, it's just going to turn into a green ball of goop. And then it's not a lot of use unless you're just going to use it as a drape cover to hide behind. And that can be really effective too. Now remember, we can't just watch skills on YouTube and then pretend that we have them. Go try this out if you have this plant in your area. If you don't, here's your mission should you choose to accept it. In the comments, leave some bit of knowledge that you have about a plant. It might be a plant that you eat. It might be a plant that you use to start fires. Try to think of something that might not be common knowledge, and we can create a little database down there to share with each other so we can all learn and grow from each other. If you're liking this content, please subscribe, like, and share. Help us to make our channel grow. This is how my family makes our living. This is our entire lifestyle. So becoming a patron or just spreading the word or just taking part in our channel through commenting and watching the videos means the world to us. Thanks so much, my friends. I'll talk with you in the comments.